Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Scorpion Cigar Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing the Camacho Criollo. This is their new Scorpion banded line. This is a Churchill size. It's I believe it's 7 by 48 ring gauge. Rather sizable cigar. Nice firm pack. Not getting a whole lot off the wrapper. I had a cold a couple weeks ago, and I just came off of it about a week or so ago, so I might still be having some trouble picking up some of the nose characteristics, but yeah, not really picking a whole lot off the wrapper. The foot. Some cocoa, some leather, a little bit of nutty, something else in there. Not sure what else it is. Smells good. Alright, this has a triple cap, it looks like. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, I believe a triple cap. Anyway, nicely constructed cigar. Some minor veins. The seams almost completely disappear. Alright. A little better cut up. Using my Cigar today. Not the way that cut. The cap was quite brittle. It didn't really cut, it just crumbled. It's not going to unravel or anything. It's starting to, I have to keep an eye on it. I have to, yeah, it's starting to unravel right there. Pull that little piece off. Right off the bat, a pretty good blast of pepper, particularly to the rear of the palate. It's not a black pepper though, it's more like a white pepper, but a very strong white pepper. Okay. Quite powerful on the retrohale. Alright, well, I'll continue on here. I'll get some on the first third and see how it progresses from there. I'll be pairing today's cigar with Elmer T. Lee Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Bottled at 45% alcohol, single barrel sour mash. Pour a gram or so here. It definitely has a very bourbony character to the scent, but the alcohol's kind of overpowering in me. Definitely sour mash. Very good. 45% alcohol. I'll add about a teaspoon of water to this. Alright, and then I'll put my lid on my Glencairn glass. Let it sit for a while and see what we have there. I'll go back to the cigar review. Here we are, just about 40 minutes in. It's a fairly slow burning cigar, just in the first third here. The ash is quite loose. It's falling off in maybe 3/4 inch chunks, kind of jagged, and loose, and, that kind of thing. So you have to take care smoking this, particularly if you're indoors as I am today. A little bit of white pepper, subtle hints of leather, very subtle, maybe a little bit of heavy parchment. It's definitely mellowed out over the initial lighting. Here we are about an hour and 5 minutes in. The strength, body, and flavor are all just medium. Pretty much the same flavor profile. Thank you very much. Some white pepper, some subtle hints of leather. For just a moment there, I got a slight hint of some grilled meat, perhaps. A little bit of earth. Okay. Not necessarily one-dimensional, but the flavor profile is pretty narrow, and the flavors are pretty subtle. The main flavor seems to be the white pepper. Smoke's a little dry still, particularly way on the back of the palate and a little bit on the mid palate. This is definitely a cigar that you want to have something to drink with. The burn is fairly straight. Not perfect, but pretty straight burn. Haven't had to touch it up at all. Haven't had to relight it. No burn issues at all whatsoever. Just a little bit of a flaky ash. Still drops off in about 3/4 inch chunks. I've actually been tapping it off at the 3/4 inch mark with a little bit of effort, not too much. The first 2 or 3 chunks came off pretty easily. In fact, the first one fell off just after the initial lighting. It fell off at the 3/4 inch mark onto the floor. So I'll continue on. I'll be removing the band shortly, and I'll be back in the final third. Here we are, about an hour and 40 minutes in. Definitely a slow burning cigar. Got a decent amount left. It was a large cigar, 7 inches. I'm into the final third. Not a whole lot of flavor changes. It's pretty one-dimensional for the most part. Still, just the white pepper is the main. Here we are, just about 2 hours in. Just starting the nub. There's, I don't know, maybe a couple inches left on the cigar, but smoke is starting to become very thin. It's trying to go out on me. Flavor profile has remained pretty consistent. For the most part, just the white pepper. Occasionally got some hints of some subtle leather, a little bit of nuttiness. Had a little hint of grilled meat for a moment there. Everything was pretty subtle. And for 2 hours to this point, and there's probably maybe another 15 minutes left on the cigar at the rate it's burning. That may be too long of a time for a cigar with these particular flavor profiles. The nicotine is starting to kick in a little bit. Initially, late in the final third, I was feeling the nicotine when it first came on. That kind of pleasant feeling where you start to relax a little bit, kind of zone out. But then after 10 minutes of that, left me feeling a little uneasy. Not dizzy or anything, just kind of an unpleasant feeling. It tells me that I've been smoking this cigar for far too long. So with what the cigar has to offer, 2 hours for me is too much. Now, if this were a stellar cigar, then yeah, bring it on 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that'd be great. But what this cigar has offered to me personally, 2 hours is too much. So I'll end this here. This has been the Camacho Criollo. So I thank you for once again watching Scorpion Cigar Reviews, and thanks to Mylan's Tobacconist for providing this cigar for review. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.